If you don't have an internet connection, and we obviously are in an environment now in which an undergraduate degree is the functional equivalent in the marketplace of what a high school degree was 15 or 20, 30 years ago, then you're at a huge competitive disadvantage. And so I think for entities like the Hispanic Caucus and the Congressional Black Caucus and the foundations and the institutes, what I take away from this study is that we as institutions also need to figure out a way to become more digitally literate and savvy, because part of our mission is to educate and inform, and if we want to do that in a way that's really going to help people be connected, then we need to be at a point where we are the leaders in educating our communities about why this stuff matters and how to understand it, make sense of it, and take full advantage of it. If you're a kid who lives in Southeast DC and you've never been to Northwest DC and even been to the National Gallery of Art, to have somebody talking about, well, you could be the next Picasso is kind of an irrelevant conversation because you've never been to the art museum in the first place. And I think that's part of what the dynamic is a little bit in the debate about net neutrality, is that folks who are digitally literate, there's nothing standing in their way right now of doing what they want to do, other than probably an internal risk hesitancy or how much of an entrepreneurial drive they have to achieve those things, as evidenced by the creation of Google and Facebook and all these amazing companies over the years. It's not an accident that there are very few tech startups that were started by people of color. But guess what? That's not an equal opportunity challenge. That's a lack of digital awareness and understanding and appreciation of what these technologies can allow people to achieve from an entrepreneurial perspective. So I think it's a little bit of a kind of a false nomer to conflate those two, because they're not the same.